Today we wanted to go through the steps of how to remove your old gate, and put on a TRUFlow system on these bottom drops. This here is a 2018 Load King. So this one still works pretty good when it's empty. So to take this out, you would need to take your bolts off of here, rig out your crank and your bearing assembly, and take your gate and roll it right all the way out. Once you have all that hardware off, then we can set in the old gate, and we will go to the shop and show you how to do that. Okay, so we've set this gate up to slide in to the slide to that where the main gate is slid out, and you need to make sure that this opening side is to your handle side, the driver's side of the unit. Just slide that right in till it stops. There. And then the main thing you need to do so that hopper can't come back out is drill a hole right here. You see that hole? Mm-hmm. Okay. And run a bolt behind your gate. So that gate cannot slide back out. It don't need to go through the gate, just needs to be put in so that it can't slide out. So now our bolt is tightened up, so this cannot come out anymore. All right, we're done under there for now. Okay, so nextly, you need to take the piece that your handle would fit into in the end, and we've already pre-drilled these holes. These are the old holes that the bearings come off of. Don't use those, because when you use those, your handle here won't pull straight. So make sure that this is straight. Then you drill your two holes here, and then we'll bolt this on. Don't want to tighten that right up just yet. Nextly, I'll put my handle in here. I like to put a washer in here. we'll leave that one loose for now. Then we'll come over to this side. These holes are already pre-drilled. You need to put this on so that this guide is down. Your handle to slide in. Now when you're mounting this, you want to make sure that you got enough room for your hand to get your hand on here, but also enough room for our vibrator pad. We got to come this way, so we don't have much option where to put this one, but you do have room for your to grab your handle here to operate your lever. So we'll tighten that up now. Good. Okay. So we have that on. Now we need to put our plate on, our arm on this guy. And then put this one on. Now we've got everything fairly loose. If we go around to the other side, we want to make sure that there's enough room in here that this comes at least a 1/4 inch or better past there, which this one's got about a 1/2 inch past right now. So we got lots of room for a seal there. So we can go ahead and tighten it up, see where we're at. These have to have some movement in them. They can't be right tight. Double check the back side. We've still got about a 1/2 inch overlap on the back side, so we're good there. On the newer ones that come out, we don't have this pin anymore. We have a self-locking handle, but on the older ones, this pin here now, put that in there, that locks your gate in. So I'll go ahead and tighten these other ones up here, and then we'll function again. So that gate functions okay, but this is a little sloppy here, so what I'll do here is we'll tighten this guy up a little bit. That's better. And that's pretty well all you need to do to get them installed. You could see the last guy used a grinder to take these off, kind of a hatchet job, so that would have to be touched up. And then on some of the Load Kings, this rib, this entire rib, when it comes from the factory, is up here. It's 6 inches higher. So in your package, you will have another strap that's 6 inches long. You may or may not need it. It's just an extension that would go another 6 inches from here onto your handle. So if your rib happens to be up higher, you just put an extra bolt in there and you're good to go. So these were rigged up for hauling sand, and we found that they don't freeze up much at all, but in order to keep some of the mud and stuff on them, off them, it's optional if you want to put a mud flap on. This particular one, when we took it out for a trial, we had a mud flap on it. I'm going to go ahead and install that mud flap so you can see where it goes. Piece of belting, piece of angle iron on it with a couple of bolts in it. This angle iron fits right on the gate itself. And it's flexible enough so that when you go down the road, the wind takes it and turns it enough so that you don't create a vortex behind it. It bends the mud flap and protects the gate quite a bit. So right next to where this bolt is, here, this fits right in between. You just drop a bolt in here and here. And put them in there. There you have it. That should take, well, if you haven't done it before, it takes about a couple hours to take the old one off and put this on. And once you get to your last one, you should be down to about an hour, maybe an hour, hour and a half. You can see that the lever is tucked in here. It's out of the road for augers, for belt operators. It's pretty compound that way. No grease nipples. Shouldn't have to do any servicing. If you do have any problems at all, we've had where we've been too tight, we just take a big crescent and put them on here and pull down a little bit and adjust that a little bit, and in less than a minute you're back on the road with your adjustments done, and away you go. There's no shimming or bearings to play with or anything. Hopefully that gets you through what you need to do there.